If you want to be in the state of higher being, of whatever you call it, I don't care what anybody calls it. Words are stupid anyway. Alive, truly alive. If that's what you want, why aren't you experiencing it? You can go to that state, and when you're there, you're like, I want this. Then why do you leave?
Life sometimes.
What's that?
Life can take you away from that.
Life can?
So to speak, you know, the job, the work, whatever role.
That's not life. You're not talking about life. Right? Life can't take life away from life.
So you're taking yourself away.
There's two worlds going on simultaneously. One was made for you. It's perfect in every way. It is a prime place for you to experience satisfaction. But while that world's going on, there's another one being laid over it that we made. And we decided what's important. We decided the class structure. We decided who's elite, who's epsilon, and who's a beta. Right? And we all do it every day. We enforce that. Right? We enforce that you have to pay for a place to live, because that's the way we do it here. Sometimes I wish it was a dog, because I've never seen a dog pay rent. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not life that takes us out of the connection to life. It's how we represent it in our minds. What is money? It is an idea, people. An idea. Just an idea. A really bad one, actually. Yeah, I understand. It is absolutely important to have for your material well-being. Duh. But, I mean, that's just one way to go about it. But no, we must have this. Look what it does. It's just an idea. It has no real value. Not on its own. All right, I'm going to give you a pile of $100 bills. Put you on an island. What's that going to do for you? Right? It's an agreement. Right? And we agree what's real and what's not. That's the world overlaid on the one that was already here to begin with. That, yes, can take you away. Far away from yourself. Very, very far away from yourself. Like that. But what we've got to realize is, in a way, fashioning a world out of your mind is idolization. It truly is. I mean, I remember reading the Bible. I read the whole thing, and I remember what it said about an idol. An idol is anything fashioned with your hands or your mind that gets more attention than that which made you. Right? And we are so heavily invested in this world we made on top of Earth, and all of its ways and all of its emotional struggles, and we created all this crap. Well, let's just uncreate it and create something different. How hard is that? Well, it's really difficult when you got people at varying levels of wanting to participate. Yeah, it makes it really hard. But it doesn't stop yours. Right? You have every right to reach the pinnacle of experience.
Capability too.
Yeah, absolutely, and the capability. So what if society's not doing it? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if society ever figures it out. What I care is that people can become aware of that. That there is this existence that we've been neglecting all these years. And we're building real tall buildings and ships that go all over God's creation. But whoa, we're no more knowledgeable about what's looking out of our eyes than we were 50 million years ago. We don't know much about that. And it's not important, is it? How important is someone else's soul to you, really? Someone else's spirit. Is Is it something you hold in high regard? Or is it something that you put into the mind and let the mind decide what it is? You. Right? When you feel fear, do you actually feel fear, or does the mind convince you that you need to be afraid? Because I'll tell you, anytime someone's feeling fear, they're feeling freedom. And that freedom is so vast and empty that the mind just goes, oh, nuh-uh. No, no, no. That's my death. I'm not going there. I'm not letting you go there. I'm not going to paint a pretty picture. It is the toughest thing you'll ever do in your life. To put your mind back where it belongs. On a short little leash. You don't give it free reign of your life. And you certainly don't use it in your relationships. If you are not expressing from your heart in a relationship, guess what? You're not having one. What you're having is an agreement based on what you think. Right? I mean, to me, it became quite evident at a certain point that, well, people don't actually see each other. What they see is their idea of the other person. Right? So there, the mind is even reigning supreme there. What if you actually saw the person as the person? I think you'd be stunned. Oh, shoot, it's nothing like what I thought. Right. That's why everything's so messed up, because your thinking is completely off. Right? There's two, the mind is, it's very funny, because there's actually two of them. One is, and really, it's susceptible to programming. Because it hears things, it sees things, and it makes assumptions based on that. There's that one. That's the think box. That's the thing that's really making it stinky around here. Because all the energy it's using. It's destroying the environment. The other one is when you're coming from the heart and you reach that energetic state where you're really present and your being is really emanating. That mind doesn't actually do anything. It's just a loudspeaker for the expression. So the mind, functioning in its true state, expresses, doesn't think. Right? Because when you're in your totally informed being, what would you be thinking about? But what you would be expressing, wouldn't you? It's like God. Look at the idea of God. What would God be possibly thinking about? Nothing. So what's he do? He expresses energy, and it spills out and makes this stuff, and other stuff, and no stuff. Makes space between stuff. Right? So, but we're using our minds to do battle with each other. Ching, 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 ching. No, that's not right. That's not right. You're wrong. No, you're right. Blah, 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 blah. God, scrambling my brains like eggs. But the true mind only expresses what is in the heart. The false mind is filled with thoughts and terrors and fears and the most ungodly amount of violence you'd ever care to look at. Because the minute someone uses their mind to go after another being, that has got to be the most violent thing in the world. At that point, the mind is a gun in the hand of the person shooting. And it's violent. Right? So unless we step up in our being and actually get to a state of it which has some grace and satisfaction and well-being to it, once we get there, the whole thing changes. Because now you'll be expressing yourself instead of seeking to divide or seeking to have conflict. Right? Two people expressing themselves, there's really no conflict in that.